The day after his 14th birthday in July, Peter Pollock still had to do all his usual morning chores on his parents' ranch in Fishtail, Montana. Fishtail was in Stillwater County, in the foothills of the Beartooth Mountains, an hour from Billings, Montana. The closest mountain to them was Granite Peak, with an elevation of 12,807 feet, the highest mountain in Montana and the most challenging to climb. The town itself was at 4,466 feet and had a population of 478 people. Peter had grown up in Fishtail and loved his life there, except for his morning chores. He was a good-looking boy, tall for his age. He looked like his father, Pitt, with straight blonde hair and sky-blue eyes. His mother, Anne, was blonde, too, petite and fine-featured, and a stunning rider. She had won blue ribbons at all the local horse shows and rodeos in her teens. She and Pitt had been high school sweethearts since freshman year, when they were Peter's age. They'd gone to the University of Montana together and got married in June after they'd graduated. Peter was born in July of the following year, when his parents were 23 years old. They were 37 now, and had always said they wanted 5 or 6 children. Anne was an only child and had wanted a big family, but she had never gotten pregnant again. They'd gone to see a specialist in Billings and another one in Denver. The doctors they saw marveled at the fact that they'd even managed to have Peter. A defect in Anne's fallopian tubes made it almost impossible to conceive, and she never had again. So they focused all their love and attention on Peter, and were grateful for the miracle of their only child. Pitt's paternal grandfather had founded the Pollock Ranch. They bred and sold the finest horses in the state, and it was the largest ranch in the area, well known and respected throughout the western states. People came from as far south as Texas to buy their horses, and as far east as Kentucky. The bloodlines of their horses were legendary. Pitt's father had run the ranch when his father died, and as an only child himself, Pitt had inherited it from his father when he died in an accident 10 years before. Pitt Pollock was one of the youngest, most successful ranchers in Montana. Anne had never even thought about that when she fell in love with him at 14. Her father had been everyone's favorite local vet, and he had taken Anne with him many times when he tended to the horses on the ranch. It had never dawned on either father that their children would fall in love, and when they did, their parents figured it wouldn't last. They were just kids when it all started. 23 years later, they were more in love than ever. Anne worked side by side with Pitt in the office and was the chief financial officer. She had majored in business and economics and had a great head for finance. Pitt knew everything there was to know about horses. He had been taught by his father and grandfather and had learned his lessons well. Peter knew that one day he would run the ranch. He was a serious, responsible boy and had never caused his parents any trouble. He got decent grades in school, but liked to have fun, too. He planned to follow in his parents' footsteps and go to the University of Montana. His mother thought he should go to business school afterwards, to learn everything he could about running a venture as large as theirs.